Okay, welcome to the Talk of Life talk show with Elma, Jerome, and the wonderful Linda,
Mother.
Our sex doctor.
Mother.
All right. Ooh. Okay, on tonight, our live show tonight, we're going to have an awesome time, but we're missing somebody. Who are we? Look at these two over here. I'm going to put them off the show tonight, okay? But anyway, we're looking for, but you know what, guys? Guess what we're going to do? We're going to do something totally different on our live show tonight. We're going to have fashion by Kimberly. Come on, Kimberly. Woo! We're going to have fashion by Kimberly. She's going to get her mic, and we're going to let her do her dance fashion show. There you go. She's doing her dance fashion show.
All right, Jerome.
Oh, go girl. Do your thing.
Wait a minute, look at Jerome. He's feeling the groove.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. How are you?
I love it. Go, Kimberly.
I decided with my smiling face today with my black and white jacket. Threw a little glitter in it with my Louis Vuitton bag.
I'm trying to see what she have
A
on.
little puffy. And my Cinderella heels.
I like that. Go, girl. Do your thing. Go, girl. You know what it reminds me of? Remember that?
Main event?
Yes, that is so beautiful.
Main event or Zoe Victoria.
I don't
And
know.
I just fell in love with it.
That is beautiful, Kimberly.
Go, Jerome.
I told y'all he talks to dogs. Now he over here barking and acting like one. Now we're going to have our scripture walk to bring her back to the Word of God. Come on, girl, do your scripture walk. That girl is something else. Okay, our scripture is Philippians 1:6. Always finish what you start. Don't procrastinate. Do your thing, Kimberly. Yes. And then, even if you get disgusted, frustrated, you want to do what? Never give up. All right, get it, Kim. Get it, girl. Do it, girl. Get it. All right, don't get that. I tell you, Carlos is not going to pick you up. I tell you, pray. Oh, I told you, Kimberly. Carlos is not going to pick you up. You're going to be stuck down. And then the scriptures that I can do all things through Christ, it's not going to be Carlos. So if you get stuck down there, you down there, baby.
Well, Christ got her back up.
I know it, but Carlos going to let her stay down there. I know that's right. All right, so tonight, we have an awesome
Can we take
guest.
commercial break? I'm out of breath.
Oh, you going to take a commercial break?
I'm out of
Okay, I'm
breath.
going to give you a commercial break while I introduce our guest speaker tonight. Okay, we're so blessed to have our guest speaker tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you a little bit about her. I think my contacts will let me read on there.
What is
Okay.
that? Let's see.
Abriana, okay, Terrell is a social worker with a deep passion for serving
What?
and promoting, yes.
Deep passion.
That's
And
wonderful.
promoting
Not
the
just passion.
welfare of society.
Not just deep. Not deep.
She said deep.
It's deep. Not
Yes.
deep.
Her organization, YouTopian Estates,
What?
is dedicated to eradicating homelessness by providing safe and comfortable living spaces for individuals like you.
Okay.
Like you.
Okay.
Like you, in need, while also offering a variety of services to empower residents and promote their integration into society. So I want you to welcome Abriana Terrell to the show. Woo! All right. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yes, we're going to.
Being here. Yes.
I hate to. This is Jerome. He talks to animals. Sometimes he acts like them. Go ahead. You
so
can act like
Dr.
one
Doolittle.
tonight.
Yes,
I think he was trying to throw shade at me.
No! Jerome. What you say? Did you see what I was saying?
Uh-huh.
Shut the hell up.
You heard me say,
And what did you say? He is so funny, I tell you, he is so funny. He is so funny. But Abriana, we are so happy to have you on the show tonight. We met at a black chamber. The Fort Worth Metropolitan Black Chamber had a networking state of the chamber meeting. And this Linda over here, she's like, Kimber, I always want to run her mouth. And she was telling everybody, talking to everybody, and she inviting everybody. Then we met another person, Lauren Scott. Y'all remember her? She was on the show. Lauren Scott was on the show.
Yes.
And they was back there talking, and Lauren was giving us a shout out. She said, oh, that show is dope.
yeah.
Dope, she said.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she said it was dope.
Dope.
And so Linda said, why don't you come on the show? And then Laura said, oh, girl, yeah, you need to go on the show. So she's here tonight, and we're so excited to hear about her organization. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so yes, I'm Abriana Terrell in the flesh.
And she's in the flesh.
Okay, in the flesh. Here, I'm really here.
Yes, she's really here on the talk show.
Yes. I grew up in the Dallas area, DeSoto area, so I grew up and graduated from DeSoto High School. Then I went to Texas Christian University on an academic scholarship.
Oh, go girl, she's a little smart.
Okay, go Frogs. Okay, all right, I rep them.
And they jump.
Okay, they do. They do. She said they jump. Yes, and then I got my master's from University of Texas at Arlington in social work as well. Okay. And then in August, I'll be going back to get my PhD in public administration and public policy. So,
Ooh, that's making my head hurt.
Yes.
Too much education.
Yeah. Yes. So I come from a single parent home. I was raised by my dad.
Okay.
So my mother wasn't in my life. She was suffering from mental illness and different things like that. So yes, which is why I wanted to become a social worker. And so I always tell people I left my worldly position to do my spiritual one.
Whoa,
So, yes.
I like that.
So God has given me a vision to enact and carry out. So that's what I'm doing with YouTopian Estates.
So that's what inspired you to get this Utopian Estate. Why did you name it that?
So YouTopian Estates is a play on the word utopian and utopia, which means perfect place, peace like heaven on earth.
Right.
All
So
right.
and God always says, blessed are the peacemakers.
Right.
So I'm one of them. Okay. And
Well, maybe you can bring some peace among us.
Okay. Right. She's like, maybe you can bring some peace. Yeah, so I decided to spell it Y-O-U instead of
like
just
that.
utopia.
That's neat.
Because it's about your peace, you as a person.
He needs some peace over here.
I got
Okay.
peace that surpasses all understanding.
He knows the scripture. Glory, hallelujah.
I can come here every Monday and sit next to you and deal with you.
Give me 5. And you look good too. You handsome tonight.
Thank you.
Tonight, I said, I don't know about next Monday. We love Dr. J on the show.
Okay.
Dr. J is all right with me.
Yes.
Okay, so how does Utopian Estate approach providing safe and comfortable living spaces for the homeless individuals?
Yes. So right now we have just got incorporated March 6th.
Yes!
Yes. So we are currently looking for the land in the DFW area, and we're going to build the campus from the ground up.
Oh, good.
So we will be able to house at least 400 to 600 individuals.
Wow.
Yes, and we wanted to do that. God gave me a vision to do that because the problem with homelessness is very big. It's very humongous.
Right.
It is growing, especially as inflation is rising. Wages are staying the same. People are getting evicted.
You're right.
I just saw in Fort Worth Weekly that people are getting evicted a lot in Fort Worth lately.
That's sad.
Yes.
Oh, God, that's sad.
Due to rent rising. So our biggest thing and our vision is to provide safety, comfort, nice housing, living spaces for individuals of the homeless community, because most of them are coming off of the street, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of them suffer from different traumas, mental illnesses, all types of things that you can imagine. So we want them to know that safety is first, comfortability is great, and we're all God's people. We all deserve to be loved on. So
That's good. This is really interesting because down what is it, on Lancaster where they have what is it? Union Gospel Mission.
Yes,
And then they have the Presbyterian shelters and all of that that help. And what was the
Salvation Army.
Yeah, Salvation Army.
Yes.
All of them are right there close together, but we still see homeless people out there on the street.
Yes.
They're still out there.
Yes.
Yeah, and they have tents and everything, and I even see they have fences around there for them to put their tents in. But I used to go down there and do workshops, and I would ask them, why is that you all are still out on the street when you can come in here? Now, you talking about safety. They tell me it's more safe outside of the building than it is on the inside of the building. I couldn't understand that. They say they're more comfortable being outside than inside. Have you ever heard anything like that?
I've never heard that.
That is crazy.
Yep.
And they said people stab and kill and rape inside.
Wow.
Because now at one of the shelters, they had the little bed, the little mattress that I had to tell her about because I didn't want her to go down there. It was about this thick. And they was, twin size mattresses, but they were little. But they had them lined up, and it's like this much space in between them. So I can see where people could roll over and do something to them. But most of them that I interviewed and talked to said that they were scared to stay on the inside than versus the outside.
There's a lot of rape,
Right.
And they scared to say something.
about it. No one's gonna talk about
Yeah.
it, but rape,
I agree.
Rape and
the
shit.
whole,
I agree.
People sleep. You think you can
Yeah.
be relaxed?
Yeah.
Somebody's over
death
at
and
night.
everything.
Whereas
serious
outside, I got, I marked this spot right here. Come over here if you want to.
Right.
You want to get some of
Right.
this. Whereas you're just all in one big room right here. Everybody lying side by side. Anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
And see, our campus will have security, 24/7 security, so it can cut down on that and make them feel safe. Cameras, different things like that.
That's good.
So will they be in a one room or are they individual units?
So the way our campus will be set up, we will have an emergency shelter unit. We'll have a transitional shelter unit. So emergency shelter will be for temporary housing if you want to come stay overnight, inclement weather, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Then we'll have a transitional housing unit where people who need to just stay for a short period of time to get on their feet and maybe leave and go somewhere else, they'll have the ability to do that. And then we'll have our permanent housing, which will consist of apartments. So, but it will be affordable living. So people can afford to live, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have that at the back, and then in the middle will be our administrative building, so they'll have access to all types of services, food,
That's
3
good.
meals a day, stuff like that, and it will be gated in, secure and all that, so they can feel safe.
So how many apartments are you planning on for the residents to stay the length a long time?
So there will be 160 units, 160 apartment units.
Wow.
So they'll be able to live there in an apartment, but the other, what you said, 300 to 400, what is that going to be like? What is
Yeah, so it'll all be split up between all
okay, to that.
Uh-huh.
So they'll be
Exactly.
able to live there in an apartment, or they can come in, like you say, spend the night and move on.
Exactly, and be
Okay.
temporarily.
Will you all be able to help them with jobs?
Yes, we will have mental health services, job acquisition services, clothes, food, different things like that, helping them with their resume development, educational courses, stuff like that, yes.
Ooh,
Yeah, we'll also have an on-site facility daycare for our parents, our mothers.
That is
right,
awesome.
who need to go to work, because
Right.
daycare costs these days are
Oh, it's high. It's
Okay.
very high.
for my son to go to school in Grand Prairie, it's $250 a week.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we want to do what we can to help them out.
That is awesome. Now, Jerome, you work with the homeless shelter. You're on the board, right? So
Yeah.
what are you all doing with that homeless shelter? What are you
Well,
doing?
it's not a shelter. I work.
I mean,
I'm
the board, I mean.
I'm on the board of directors for the Tarrant County Homeless Coalition, which is a coalition of organizations that all work together to address the issue of homelessness. So it's not really a shelter or a particular entity. It's a group of organizations that fall under that umbrella of the coalition.
Okay. So do y'all go out and just facilitate help with the Presbyterian shelters or?
So yeah, those
something
are
like that?
partners. Presbyterian Shelter is a partner, Salvation Army, One Safe Place, all of those organizations. And so the Homeless Coalition, their central office is on South Beach Street.
Oh, okay.
And so they have caseworkers and, strategists that go out and do outreach.
Okay.
And, help those who might need mental health services and so forth. And a lot of it is referrals to those partner organizations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Would that be something you might be interested in? Do they have different, where are you going to be in Arlington, Grand Prairie? Where?
So right now we're looking in DFW Metroplex. I wanted to do Grand Prairie area, but my real estate agent was like, try to get somewhere where they have transportation next to bus stations. So I met with Trinity Metro, so we're working on areas and plotting of lands and
that
stuff
would be
like that.
good. So doing this, what are some of the challenges you've had trying to get Utopian out there?
Yes, so just building it from the ground up.
That's a challenge. That's one of the biggest challenges.
Money. Raising
And
the
God
capital.
just gave me my team. So I've been doing the research, the groundwork, everything, and I'm thankful that he bestowed this upon me and trust me to do this.
Right.
But yeah, just doing the research. I've met with Lauren King and Tarrant County Homeless Coalition.
Absolutely.
Going around, I actually volunteer with Union Gospel Mission. So I wanted to volunteer on the inside so I could see how things are ran. I actually wanted to solicit surveys from people of the homeless community because I'm not a person that wants to come fix something and I don't know what the problem is.
Right.
And I don't hear it from the source. So I feel like it's very important to hear it from the source. But yes, building it from the ground up.
That's going to be
That's
one.
going to be hard.
So-
Raising that capital.
Yes.
Exactly.
that capital.
Because it's really competitive because homelessness is such a huge issue.
Yes,
Yes.
it
You
is.
have those well-established organizations that have been
Yes.
around for 100 years,
Yes.
like Salvation Army. They want those same dollars that Utopian wants.
Yep.
Right.
So it's
Yep.
a dog in nonprofit work and social work is dog eat dog. So it's very
But-
competitive.
It is.
I'm
but,
pretty sure it is.
Yeah, but how I want to say this.
I know you said a lot of buts.
I know.
Get
But-
the butts off your mind. Get those butts
I think
off your
Kim
mind.
messed her up.
She did.
If people truly want to help the homeless and the mental illness and all this, why can't they consolidate and come together? Like, one hand wash this hand and the next hand wash that hand, and you all coming together to help people that need your help, not the looking at the money and all that. You saying you want to help the homeless, okay, well, prove it that you want to help the homeless. Let us talk and discuss how much money can this person, how much money can Salvation, how much money can Presbyterian Night Shelter, how much money can each organization. No one is going to be losing.
Well, I mean, that sounds good, Mother.
Thank
In a
you. It
perfect
sounds
world,
good. Yeah.
that would be the case, but we know this is not a perfect world, and this
That's
is
right.
the United States, whose economy is built on capitalism,
Yes.
and it's all or nothing for these organizations. I don't want Utopian to have that because that's taken away from me. That's the mindset, because so many organizations feel like they have to be the star. They have to be the one getting all the funding, and
And
that's
it pays their
it's-
salaries, number one.
Exactly.
You're not going to take away from their salaries. And they've been
Exactly.
Old money, been here
Right.
a long time. We done put on all these, what do you call these shows, conventions
Yeah.
and parties and
Yeah.
galas, and you're not going to take that away from us. Who you think you are, young lady?
And no matter how amazing Abriana is, somebody's going to
That's
have the
right.
mindset that, oh, well, she's great, but we do it better.
Yep.
Right.
And that's always the mindset. We
Right.
do it better.
They don't
And
want
so
you to get
we
in on
need
that
the money.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Wow.
And
it
I
may not
agree.
even be for the homeless people as much as it is my salary. And I'm not moving out this neighborhood. I live in this estate, and that's how my kids gonna be doing the same thing too.
Right.
And I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, I look at it like this is a fight that we're joining together to combat.
Right.
It's humongous, you know.
huge.
Really
the
is.
reason why you still see a lot of people on the street as well is because, you know, all these shelters run out of the capacity to hold all of these people.
That's right.
Right.
It's overflown, you know, so
Right.
you need you need a Utopian Estates to come in with a large capacity where people can go live because they're running out of space on Lancaster Avenue.
Exactly.
It's terrible out here.
Because here's the thing, and I don't know if you see, while I'm talking to animals and stuff, I notice everything. And so
They talk back.
So if you ride through the city of Fort Worth, and those of us who've been here, well, I've been here my whole life, but you know, if you've been here over 20, 30 years, you've noticed that homelessness, the face of homelessness
Right.
has changed in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
used to be concentrated on East Lancaster
East
Avenue.
Lancaster.
But now it's everywhere.
Yes.
You see homeless encampments off of Sycamore School Road, off of
Hewlin.
Alta
Everywhere.
Mesa,
Man.
Hewlin, McCart,
right.
Crowley Road. Anywhere it's a large group of trees.
Yes.
Right.
I
They gonna-
promise you,
you right.
somewhere up in there is a tent.
That's
Yes.
true.
And
Yeah, they had one of them Sycamore
They have
School
one right
Road,
there on
right?
Crowley Road and Sycamore
Crowley,
School Road.
yeah.
And that big
off in
field.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they went in there and made them come out. All they did was go somewhere else and sit in.
And it even on, and it doesn't even have to be where it's a bunch of trees. There's a payday loan place on the corner of Seminary and I-35.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
I know
it's
what it is.
3 or 4 unhoused people who are back there every day when I go to work.
Wow, staying back
And
there.
they stay back there. And as you drive along I-20, if you look under those bridges,
Yeah.
a lot of times there's
That sure
encampments,
is.
especially right
That's
there where
right.
20 and 35.
35.
Yeah.
It sure is a
Yeah.
lot of them.
It's all over the city. And people think that, oh, it's just that side of town. No, it's people suffering everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Watauga,
Yes.
Hurst, Euless,
Everywhere.
Bedford. It's people
Plain old,
suffering.
you know, they cover it from these big little cities.
Yeah.
They try to cover it, but it's still there. And rent is going up higher and higher where people cannot afford it to live. And, you know, the rental assistance is going away.
Yep.
So it's going to be more and more people going to be kicked out of the apartment and they don't know where to go.
Exactly.
And family, some of them don't want them to come and stay with them.
Right.
So they're going to end up being what?
But
Homeless.
you know what's happening?
What's happening?
Everything is going up except wages.
That's
Come on,
right.
come on.
Everything
Speak
is
on it.
going up
Going up.
except what people get paid.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
Exactly.
And we doing the
If-
work and not getting
Yeah.
the money.
If that's staying level, but your rent just went up $1,000 last year,
Yep.
or child care. My son is 34. I remember you said $250 a week.
Baby, please.
That was maybe a month.
That was a
when
month.
he- probably a month when he was
Right,
a kid.
right.
Because I think I used to complain about $55 a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you know, but he's 34.
Right.
I can't imagine. And so think about the single mother who works at Jack in the Box, and she blessed to be making $15 an hour.
you're
if
right.
That
That's
much.
true.
And she got 3 kids.
Come on.
And one of them is 2.
Right.
Wow.
So he has to go to daycare. And $250.
Yes.
Now you do some quick
That's
math. That's
$1,000
$1,000 a month, and
month.
she making $15 an hour.
Yep.
And then she had to pay rent.
I'm about to say that's some
She
rent
gonna
payment.
have to pay
Electric,
utilities
yeah.
and all of that.
Car insurance.
Yeah, car insurance. And that's really why you have a lot of people that don't have car insurance.
Right.
Right.
And they just hit people, you know. My nephew called me today to me, I think I'm gonna have to just leave out of my apartment, sleep in my car. I said, yeah, because you're not sleeping here, but you know,
Man, she golly.
I don't even know my baby son coming back home. So you know he's not coming. You know. But that is just hard. And he talking about might sleep in his car, but it really is hard out there. So it's
is.
good that you're doing it. But how have people been so supportive with your, you know, when you came and said, I'm going to do this, did you have a lot of positivity or negativity? Girl, you can't do that, you know, when you know, sometimes when you share your vision with people,
Come on.
they can be real negative and try to talk you out of your vision. How was you able to handle
That
that?
part right there.
So 99% out of 100%, I have had positive feedback.
Now that is a blessing.
Right.
That is good.
Right, and then you got that 1% that they don't understand your vision or
There
they
you go.
underestimate you.
There you go.
It was a lot of, well, how are you going to get all this done? This is a humongous project. How are you going to do this? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, nothing's too small for God, though.
That part
What
right
you
there.
say?
You feel me? So if he gave it to me,
Yes.
he gonna see it through.
That's right.
You know, he gonna
Yep.
provide with all
Mustard
that I
seed.
need, everything. So if he's for me, who can be against
Yes,
me?
speak.
And it's not for
Yeah.
you to understand, it's for me to understand.
There you go.
Right.
You
There
know,
go.
and if he wants me to help his people, love on his people, and lead that, then I'll do that.
Right.
You know, because at the end of the day, what I'm looking for is a job well done from God, not from the people.
Right.
That's
So,
good.
you know, but people have been supporting me. Right now, we're in the process of getting out there, you know, fundraising, getting donations and everything else like that. Just getting exposure, letting everybody know who YouTopian Estates is, who is Abriana, you know, things like that. But we have received positive feedback.
That's
Right.
good.
So how many
So-
years do you think it's gonna take for you to complete this project?
So my contractor, he said it'll take at least a year to build the entire campus because it is humongous. It is a big campus. We're at least gonna need about 15 acres of land. So it's
Yeah, that's
gonna be
a lot.
humongous.
That's a
yeah, but we got a lot of people that we
Yeah,
gotta
that's
serve,
right.
and our goal and vision is to go statewide, nationwide, and then worldwide.
Right.
Okay.
So we'll be, because it's everywhere. You know what I'm
Yeah, it
saying?
is.
It's everywhere.
It's not just in Texas.
Oh my
it's
God,
everywhere.
Cali is ridiculous.
Yeah.
For last year, there was like at 160,000 homeless people,
Yeah.
and it's growing.
LA, I mean, in Oakland, the homelessness is off the chart.
Right.
New York.
And plus you getting all, what is the migrants that's coming in, and they shipping them here and there, so they're going, that brings up a lot of homelessness too.
Right.
Yep.
You know, because you got these people coming in, and I think they trying to extend Title 42 or do something with that title, but it's still allowing the migrants to come in, and the governor say, hey, you're not putting them here in Texas, you're going to send them here, here, and here, you know. Anywhere Democrats are, you're going to try to send them out there, but the thing of it is, these people are going to need some kind of help.
Yes.
Some
Right.
kind of assistance.
Right.
And
Right.
stuff. So at least you have somebody that's already breaking ground, getting ready to break ground for you. When do you think that that's going to happen? You're going to be able to,
You're groundbreaking.
your groundbreaking, after you
Yeah.
already did the groundbreaking, after you get your land, I know, right? So
After I
that's
get the
coming.
land. Exactly, that's coming. So
That's coming.
it's just about raising those funds, getting the money, letting God do His thing, and
Right.
getting it going. You know,
Right.
Okay.
and I'm big on being meticulous and thorough with what I do.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't rush and try to hurry up, because then you're gonna make 10,000 mistakes and then you're gonna have to run it back. I don't want to do that.
Do
you
it
know
right
what I'm
the
saying?
first
Right,
time.
exactly. You know, and be patient and allow God to lead
That's
as He
good.
always does. So
And that is so good. That's good. Go
I
ahead.
have a quick question though.
That was quick.
Because,
Had to get him on now.
that was quick.
That was quick. We had a quick, remember we had the
Yeah,
quick
we did
conversation
quick.
chat.
Yeah, it was quick.
That was quick.
but on a serious note,
Okay, let's get to the series.
how much support have you received from our community, the African American community? Because I know a lot of times, it's not that our community doesn't care, but I think sometimes we don't really know what a crisis homelessness is for our community. And I'll give you an example. Here in Tarrant County, we African Americans make up 15% of the population of the whole county. But when you just narrow that down to the
Right.
homeless population,
Right.
on any given day when that count is done, it's between 45 and 60% of the homeless population is African American. So those numbers right there show you that it's a serious crisis that's
Right.
hitting our community harder than any other community, because and we know the reasons. A lot of it is because we make the lower wages. And so lower wages, we can't afford the rent. We can't afford the
Right,
mortgages. So people are left with that difficult decision. Do I sleep in my car?
Right.
Or, you know, and God forbid you don't have a car.
Oh, now
you
that's
know.
even
Come on,
worse.
come on.
yeah.
But we know by the numbers that the group that's been getting hit the hardest is families, meaning mostly single mothers and
Right.
their children.
Yes.
Those numbers have been through the roof the past
That's
year.
right.
Yes.
And that was when the safety net of that COVID rental assistance
That's right.
died off. When COVID left, that rental assistance left. So we've seen an uptick in women and children experiencing homelessness.
We sure
And
have.
a lot of them look like us.
That's
So do you find it in your work that a lot of times people in our community don't even know or understand how serious homelessness is to our community and that it's really in crisis mode right now?
Right. So I think it just depends on the person that you're talking to. What I've gotten is, our community, they're just excited that somebody that looks like them is doing
Right.
something like
That
this.
part, right
You
there.
know what I'm saying? They like, okay, yeah, this
That's
is
true.
great. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, and then I'll get some people who, they don't really understand what's going on, but they're like, how can I help?
Right.
Let me volunteer. You know,
Right.
if you need me, let me know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So God has pointed me in the direction of the right people. So I haven't really received any negativity from our
Good.
people.
That's good.
But I can say, I know like if it comes to maybe receiving a donation or something like that, most of the time we're gonna be like, well, I can't even afford my own. How am I supposed to help
Hello.
somebody else? You know what I'm saying? Like,
She's speaking
how am
my
I supposed
language.
to help somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I can barely afford me, but. At the end of the day, I accept all type of help, whether it's donations, whether it's prayer, whether you want to come out and, pass out some food, water, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's all blessings.
So
So.
where do y'all meet now if someone wanted to come in?
And
your services?
volunteer and help. So right now, we have our social media and our phone number and everything. People can call and contact us. We are scheduling our first Feed the Homeless event. It's going to be in Dallas, and it will be June 17th. So we're working on that and getting that situated. So that'll be next month. So and then we're also doing a homeless makeover men's edition.
That's what's up.
So
Yeah.
That's what's
right. So we'll be partnering with a fashion module who
Okay.
he's going to be coming out and dressing our men for us. I have somebody that wants to like cut the hair for the homeless and
that's
stuff like that.
what's
So
up.
When is that? When are you planning on doing that?
so we'll be doing that after the Feed the Homeless event. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. We're just trying to get our name out there and
Are you all
Absolutely.
nonprofit or
Or
what? Are you?
profit?
we're nonprofit.
Okay, you are nonprofit. Okay.
Yes.
That's
That
good.
helps.
That
That
is so
helps.
good.
Nonprofit.
I work for a parole officer. What would you incorporate parolees into the homeless part because some are homeless? So, I mean,
Right.
what could you interject them in and you can also probably call the state because you can if you put your name on the list for them to live at your home and stuff, the state will help you. So you might want to check into that as well.
Okay. And we're gonna be strict too on like background checks because
Yeah.
again,
Of
we're gonna
course.
have women and
We're gonna
children
have
at the
to,
camp.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And like you said, that's the main population right now that is
Right.
homeless women and children.
That's right.
So that's one of the main populations we will be focusing on. So I want to make sure they're safe at all times and
Right.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. But
Right.
just like God loves all of us, no matter what we've done,
That's right.
that's the type of environment we're gonna have as well.
And some of them feel like just because they have a felony that they can't, get some assistance. But there is assistance out there for them, if they really want it.
Right.
And then some, some homeless people, I mean, some they don't really have to be homeless,
Right.
but some of them want to be homeless for some reason.
Agreed. I've heard that.
Yeah. And I interviewed some when I was going down, and I asked them, why are you here? One guy said he didn't want to pay child support, so he quit his job. I thought that was crazy. He quit his job because he didn't want to pay child support because he felt like the girlfriend would take the money and do whatever. Others said that they lost their job, which I can understand that. Some were just down on their luck and lost, because I would go out and do workshops to help build their motivation back up and try to get them back out there. I've seen some of them, big stores would donate good clothes for them. And I've seen them go in there, take a shower, and throw those clothes in the trash can. Because they knew that they had a clothes bank and they could go and get other clothes. And you know, some of them really need the assistance, and some of them just use the assistance.
You got veterans that'll say like, I don't want to live nowhere because the check I get, I want to keep it to myself. I don't want to spend no money on nothing. So it's like, okay, well, we're helping those who want to be helped, and those who don't. Hey,
there you go.
And it's a lot that need and want to be helped.
Yeah,
so,
and those are the ones you have to focus on. Those that's coming in there, they really want the assistance versus those that, oh, I don't have to worry about bills. I've heard that.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about this. I can just live on the street. People gonna come and feed me. I mean, I heard so many stories down there. And if you haven't ever experienced homelessness, I know Linda said she's been homeless before, but I've never ever experienced homelessness, so I can't say. But when I talk to those people, it hurts my heart when some of them say, well, I don't have to have no responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, and that really, it hurts your heart because you could be living better. You know, you don't have to live out. Because I had people, you all, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Some of them were educated. Some of them had PhDs. I'm serious.
Right.
Some of them was even pastors down there. I experienced so many people that I had this one woman, she was a millionaire. She and her son, he was 5 years old at the time, and she ended up being an alcoholic because she didn't know how to do her money. She ended up in the shelter because she lost her house, she lost everything because she was an alcoholic. But her goal was to get off of that and get back up, and she did. She stayed there in the shelter for a while. She got her resume together, and she ended up getting another job because she was a broker, and she knew how to do that. But some people really do. So are you going to screen these people? How are you going to screen them?
Yes, so we will have an admissions process upon arrival, of course. Mental health, background checks, you know, health checks, stuff like all of that. We will also give them new clothes, give them showers, stuff like that. We're going to have a heating room where they put their clothes, like Union Gospel Mission. I thought that was a great idea. Taking that from y'all. Okay. A heating room where they put all their clothes and stuff like that to get all the bugs and stuff out of them. Because bed bugs cost a lot.
You ain't lying, baby.
Ain't nobody building a new campus just to have to repay for it to get built.
You're going to have to be screened because they live behind and they sleeping on these things. And that is something to think about.
Bite and
they hurt too. So, you know, that's good that you're going to have a screening thing to help them get into this situation. So God gave you this vision. Were you scared when he gave you this vision? Did you panic? Did you, God, why me? Like Mary said, Lord, why me?
Okay.
I ain't been with no man, Lord, but now I'm gonna have a baby. You know, so this is your baby.
Right, it is. I didn't panic. God knew who he gave it to.
Somebody.
Okay, God knew who he gave it to. Me quitting my job though in November and just kind of focusing on this, that's like the panicking part. Because it's like, all right, Lord,
okay,
you know,
where the money gonna come from? Okay,
but he do say he will provide all your needs, and I have been afloat since then. You know what I'm saying? But as far as being nervous about it, I'm actually excited. I'm doing what I love. You know, I'm not a 9-to-5er no more. I can't, you know, and I was making real good money with my social work stuff, but I'm like, you know what? I want to do something that I actually want to do and be in spiritual alignment with my purpose. So
that's good. That's good. I love that. And you can see in her body language that she loves, she has a passion for this. And you really have to have a passion to want to work with homeless people.
Yeah, you do.
And you know, the mental illness and all that. And I heard Senator Royce West was talking today about everybody, you know, they say it's mental illness, but what are we going to do to keep these guns off the street, you know, from killing all these people and everything? I am so proud that we met you. I am really proud that we had an opportunity to meet you.
She got an old spirit. She has an old spirit.
Thank you. I get told that a lot. I get told that a lot, that I have an old soul.
Are you from the country or you from Fort Worth?
I'm from Dallas area, so.
Okay, you're in the Dallas area, okay.
She from DeSoto.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so she's still in DeSoto.
Okay.
So what, if somebody had a vision to do this, what inspirational words would you give them advice on starting an organization like you're starting?
First of all, you got to be committed. Like, you got to be all in.
I like
Fully
that.
committed.
You have to stay prayed up because
Yes.
you can't do it by yourself. You have to do it with God's strength. You have to, because it is a big thing that you're doing. Also, never give up. Like
Never give up.
You started us off right. Okay. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.
That's it too, yeah.
There will be times where it's a little like, Lord, you got me.
Where are you, Lord? Come on now.
I'm out here like, yeah, God got me. I'm like, hey, God, you got me for real. Like, show up. Make sure
But he's an on-time God,
He
isn't
sure is.
Yes, he is.
That divine timing ain't no joke. Okay.
And it's really strengthening your spiritual life.
Yes.
It's really strengthening
It
your
is
spiritual
my
life.
faith and my patience.
Yes.
Because God knew I wasn't no patient person. I'm like, Lord, look, we got stuff to do, but He's made me be like, all right, because He ain't gonna rush for
That's
nobody.
right.
God don't rush for nobody. He
He's
gonna do
an
it.
on-time God.
He
He's
gonna do it
in His time.
Okay, because His will shall be done. So.
This is really good because you are blessing me because see, we're looking for a church and everything, and you're blessing me and encouraging me because I have to tell myself, okay, Lord, now wait a minute, we've been here 13 years in June. We need our own place, Lord. Are you hearing me?
Okay.
You know, you ask him that question, are you hearing me? And my husband said, well, we get ready for the church. We will get it. I don't need to hear that, husband. But anyway, but it's good that you are being, I can see the spiritual growth
Yeah.
in you and how excited you are and how you trust God. Because on the back of that plaque, hold that plaque up, Kimberly. On the back of that plaque it said, pray, trust, and wait.
Come on.
We have to pray, trust, and wait.
Right.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Right.
That is awesome. What church do you attend?
Friendship West.
Okay.
You lying.
Give a shout out.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
what you
I
know.
know that's right. You better go on now. Come on.
Yeah.
We
See?
look, living in Fort Worth, going all the way down over at Wheatland. Okay.
Okay. Well, there you go where you being fed, baby. That's
Okay.
good.
Come on now.
That's
Amen.
awesome. So give a
Yes.
shout out to your church.
Shout out Friendship West, Pastor Freddie Haynes.
All
Okay.
right, good.
The third.
The third.
Third. All right. You want everybody to know he's the third. Good. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, all in one.
Yes, the
That's
Trinity.
awesome. That's
Yes,
awesome.
yes.
I'm just so excited for your organization. I'm excited that you are doing something that's going to be a blessing to the community.
Amen.
And that still is not going to be enough. We're going to need a lot of these different places all around.
Exactly.
But we want people that want to not be homeless.
Come on.
Right.
That's what we want. We want you to get off of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you to stay there. Is there going to be a limit? I mean, a time limit for them to stay there? Or, is it 6 months to help them get, because some people will stay there their lifetime if you let them.
And they will. Okay.
Except for that
So as far as the transitional housing go, it will be a temporary stay, but it'll be like case by case basis because we want to make sure that you
Okay,
really,
good,
you know what I'm saying,
Right.
progressing and on point, and then you're going to have to go ahead and go because we got to help others. We
There
gotta
you go.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So
Permanent housing, according to the Texas regulations, you can't just kick them out. You know what I'm saying? They can stay as long as they want to,
Right.
But so that'll be a thing. But as long as we're helping people, recycling them in there, and not adding to the problem, but helping it. So,
Right,
Right.
Because I know some places have it where, okay, we're going to help you for 6 months, and then you're going to have to go.
Yep.
That's really why I asked about that, because sometimes it takes longer.
I was just about to say that.
It
Yep.
takes longer. It depends on the person, because if
Right.
they're struggling with mental illness, they can flip back like that,
Right.
And I've seen some of that happen
Yeah.
when I used to go in there, and I still go into some of those,
Right.
organizations like the Union Gospel Mission. And you look up, you say, you were there 7 years ago. Oh, yeah, I got a room up here on the thing, And, some of them just don't want to leave.
Yep.
And some of them, I had this one lady that I remember over at the Presbyterian. She was getting her check, and so she stayed there, and she had her bed, and she would pay for that bed. It was like $25 a week. She would pay there, and she was getting her Social Security check, and she was living good because she didn't pay but $25 for a bed. It was a bunk bed.
Yeah.
And that's when I was trying to keep Linda from going
Right.
over there and sleeping on that little mattress. And I think that's what made her go ahead and get her apartment and everything. So, But she was having days when she was like, oh, I want to go to that little mattress. But we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
And the organization will be praying that you will be able to get the funding that you need and everything. How can they make donations or whatever to your organization?
You can go to our website at utopianestates.org. I don't know if y'all gonna flash that on the screen or if I need to spell it out.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, utopianestates.org, and it has like donate button. You can click that and donate to us, and you can call the number on there too.
What's your phone number?
682-241-2499.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it up on the screen right
we
now.
just got the business phone, okay? So we're trying to get everything situated.
That's
but
she had to go to 6.
if y'all know any corporate companies, anybody that wants to just meet with me, let me know. Pull up game strong, okay? I am very serious about this, so whoever wants to donate.
And y'all try to go in and donate if you possibly can to this is a great organization and everything like that, and we're so blessed. Y'all have any questions for any more questions?
How many do you have on your staff?
So right now it's just 3 of us.
Just 3?
It's 3 of us. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Board members. I have me. I'm president, CEO, founder, and I have a treasurer and a secretary. But we are looking to grow as well. I just want to make sure whoever's on the team, they're a part of the vision. They come
And
with the
they're
culture.
on the screen right now.
Okay. I know that's right.
Give a shout out.
Okay, all right. Charles Baldwin, my secretary. He know I love him. And my treasurer, Molisa. She just got engaged yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
I was like, oh, God bless you. It's been such a year for you. Like, I love them so much. They keep me going.
That's good.
You got to have a good team, okay?
That's
Yes.
right. That's
Got to.
Awesome.
Got
Awesome.
to.
So that is our session with Abriana Terrell. Give her a hand clap.
Yeah.
All right. Before we close, we're going to do our T-shirt fashion show with all of us, so you get to participate in that. All right, let's do our thing, y'all. Come on.
that's
Let's
right.
do this thing. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. And we have a surprise for you, Jerome.
What you got?
We have a surprise for you, Jerome. Jerome. That over there. She over here dancing instead of getting her T-shirts. There she go. Okay. You can hold those right there. All righty. Okay. We're going to start off with Jerome. He has the men's shirt. Do your thing, Jerome. Come on, Jerome. Where Kimberly? Kimberly over here dance. That's how she does her T-shirt. Okay, this is our men's shirt here that Jerome has. And he loves it. Linda messing with you, don't you? And Jerome, let me see here. I think that's right. Okay, that's your shirt. Emmanuel made that shirt just for you, Jerome. That's your surprise. Yeah. But no, it was his mama that inspired him to do that. I'm taking my shirt back. No, we finna argue over this shirt. Oh, okay. We're gonna get down on the show. We're gonna do like that Bath and Body. We're gonna fight on the show. Oh, that one is women of color. That's women of color right there. And, okay, you have the first one. Is I don't look like what I've been through. And you can go walk that one down.
Walk it out. Walk
it out, girl. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out.
DeSoto style.
All right, girl. Go, girl. Okay. And then you can do this one. That's for the cat lovers. That one is for the cat lovers. All right. And then this one, we also do church shirts. That one is our church shirt. It's the church within. There you go. Do your thing, girl. You blend right in with us. All right, Kimberly. I thought you were going to do it, Kim. Oh, you want her to do it? Okay. This one is never underestimate your spirit. This is our people that love fish. That's the beta fish there. Go, girl. All right, girl. All right. What's the next one you going to give her to take? What's that one? Oh, that's Women of Vision. Oh, now that will really get you, girl. Women of Vision right there. You go, girl. Because she has a vision. What's the last one over here? That one our praying hand. Pray for. Hey, Abriana, pray for her. Yeah. Yeah. That's it right there. Okay. I'm gonna give you this shirt because this is Women of Vision. I'm gonna give you that because you have a vision that we want you to carry out. Okay. Now these shirts are designed by Emmanuel back there. Okay. And it's called on the www.kirkinspirations.com. And he can design any t-shirt. All these t-shirts he designed and put them on there. So if you have a special t-shirt or a special saying that you want, he can fix you up. Okay, so, and don't forget you all. Hey, y'all, did y'all forget something? What did we forget? Kimberly's favorite photo booth. We have photo booth all over. We have stationery. We have roller curtain booth. I call it Robo Curtain. We have I like that Robo Curtain because it rolls from room to room. And we also have different colors, black and white. And we also do headshots with our photo booth. So if you're getting ready to have a party, like these people up here dancing, and you have a birthday party, a family reunion, whatever you want to have, please check out the one and only www.thekirkbooth.com. The owner CEO is Emmanuel Kirkwood. So y'all go in and rent us. We have good rates. And guess what? You might see me and Linda there. But anyway, thank you, Abriana, for being on the show. We love you. We're so glad. Now we got another friend, and she's going to be back on the show.
Tanisha, she has an energy and vibe.
I know I like Tanisha. And Tam, we miss you tonight, but we understand. And I hate that you didn't get a chance to come and be with her. But anyway, until we see you, every Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m., face to face. May God bless you and keep you. We love you. Good night.
Shout out to Betty Jeffers. Get better.
Good night, John Boy.
Yo, Deborah, I'll be home in a few minutes.
Good night, Glenn. I'll be home in a few minutes. Love you guys. Bye-bye.